Unofficial Therapy. Hi, everyone. It's your girl, Waheeda. I am here with two of my favorite people. I want them to introduce themselves and tell us a little bit about what they are doing. So first, we're going to start on this side. Go ahead. Introduce yourself.
You already know it's your boy D Chambers 6'2". No time for that small talk. Living with that warrior mentality. I do everything, from mogul status, event planning,
I've known you for
consulting,
years. Known you for years.
acting.
Got your hands in a lot.
Yeah, just, building a mini empire that will be large.
Exactly. And then also, I want you to introduce yourself. I met you a few years back.
Yes. I'm Arden Keys Altino, also known as Keys in the music industry. I'm a music producer. I'm also a musician, toured and worked with quite a lot of people.
Yeah, a long catalog of people that are like notable. And
I've been blessed.
Up and coming, but also like some really right?
Yes. Notable people.
Notable. That's been an experience for you, I'm sure.
Iconic. I definitely say that.
When you say iconic, who would you say is someone that's iconic that you work
legends,
with?
Living legend. Busta Rhymes is a living legend. You could say he just got honored with the Icon Award.
He really did just get honored. Congratulations to him.
It's Icon. Wyclef, Icon. Jerry Wonder, Icon. Mary J. Blige, Icon. Even, I gotta say it though, Diddy, you my boy, still my boy.
Still your Icon?
Icon.
Okay. Notorious icon, but an icon.
Icon. The list goes on. Let Us See, that's on that side. Music Soul Child, Swiss Beats, Alicia Keys. The list goes on and on.
I mean, it's incredible. Like, you have to have a certain type of skill to be in a room filled with folks that are talented in their career, and then also being able to hold your own with like what your specialization is.
Definitely do. It's definitely a skill, and is sometimes you practice that skill, and when you practice, and like I have my nephew right now that's with me, and he don't know that I'm putting through the tests. I'm putting him through the drill and the understanding. He's actually here with me watching a podcast. This is the next level for him, but he's not even there yet. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't do podcasts or talk or nothing like that. People don't even know that I'm Arden Keys Altino till they know that I'm Arden Keys Altino. Like, wait, hold on, wait. I'm that guy,
Because you have credits on like albums and things like that. Your name is mentioned on things in terms of being a part of the creative process for different albums.
I started in this when I was 1997 with Busta. So we in 2024. So, I done toured the world. I've another icon, I'm gonna say, with Melissa Etheridge and Wyclef. I did 7 years with Clef, and I did it 5 years with Busta, and then I did another 5 with Melissa Etheridge, and that's on the rock side. That's on rock and roll. Like, some people probably don't even understand until they go back and listen to her records, and they're like, oh, that's who that is. You know what I mean? So I've been blessed. It's been a great journey for me. You know what I mean?
When it comes down to people that want to do, what you're doing.
Yes.
When you think about like giving them suggestions, what are like the things that you say when you're mentoring your nephew?
Be present in the room. Understand what's going on. Speak when it's time to speak. That's the actual key to staying inside of the room. Know when to talk, when not to talk. Know when what you're going to say is going to help the situation, not cause havoc in the situation or cause confusion. You know what I mean? So that is a very key thing, you know what I mean? Because what you can say can influence the artist's thought process and also could influence the creative process. And you could sway it in a way where it's like, but sometimes it's good because swaying it could be like, okay, I didn't think about it that way. But then there could be times where you just created something because you just wanted to be in the room and let people know that you're there. No, you gotta just know when to speak up and help the situation to get to the next level. You know what I mean? So that's one of the prominent things that you gotta understand when you're working, especially with iconic artists. You know what I mean? They watch and listen to everything. They go off vibes and energy. It's not just, all right, I'm coming here to do a job. No, your energy, your aura have a lot to do with it
In the room.
in the room.
Would you say that's what you've experienced?
It depends what room it is.
No, definitely. I feel, but yeah.
Nah,
No, but I
worked with Arkeys, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, listen, I support everything, but I always love working and hearing like how producers think. You know what I mean? Because shout out to Cover, you know, he's one of the producers I work with, Ali as well, Nice and Wavy, you know, Firstborn when we was in Connecticut. And they all have that attitude as if, you know, they don't really speak.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I don't think producers can speak. They just hear music. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And they're good at doing business, and they know if somebody is serious about their craft, so you can't waste the producer's time on anybody time. But I think over time, things has changed because I think a lot of people are just free-spirited.
Right.
You from the era where people actually had notepads and was writing.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely from that.
From the notepad
Yeah,
era.
but
And some people, then
all
it went
this
to the...
all this equipment here that you got right now, we when I was in it, y'all didn't have this right now. Like she could, like the Jordan, that's on the board.
Shout out to Jordan.
You know, you would have to have a whole rig. Like it's like
Could you
20
imagine
people.
recording? Could I ask you, like, all right, it was like ADAT, right? Like
Yeah,
back then?
there's ADAT, there's D88s, Tascam, the real machine. How
You
you
had
edit?
to know how to do that.
Yeah, you definitely.
Wow. So
know
that
how
was
to-
a skill.
Yeah, you also had to cut tape, like editing. You see how people do edits real quick, like 1 minute, like we gotta make the song shorter. Okay, gotta go to the tape, gotta find that fine point, and then you gotta make a cut, and you cannot. Can I say? Can you curse on it?
Yeah.
Well, you cannot fuck up.
You know what, though?
Because if you fuck up,
You
You
ruin a
ruin-
portion of.
no, you don't ruin it. You ruin the song.
Oh wow.
You know what's
wow.
crazy, though? I don't know if it was between Wayne or Hove, right?
Mhm.
And everybody just started thinking one take was the thing to do. And I think somewhere between that as an artist, some people just be like, yo, I ain't writing.
Right.
You know, some people are free-spirited and they talented. I'm like, I may 4-bar punch piece in and stuff like that. But it goes back to certain rooms you in. Certain rooms you're not going to play. If you know this artist is a rapper and he makes songs, you're not going to go in there with that free spirit mentality. Some
No.
people can if they, you know, their budget is up and everything worked.
Mhm.
But I think at some point, like, you really have to, like you said, have that positive energy. But this is why some of us, like guys like myself, we learn late. Because we was more loud in the beginning. Because we was taught to go in the room.
It sounds like you're an extrovert. It sounds like you're an introvert.
Yes.
He might be a murderer. At least you know it. You say it for me. Like, you know what I'm saying?
To a
Like,
degree.
Yeah,
But I,
You know what I'm saying?
I am. I'm definitely.
Analytical.
I like to study,
Mm-hmm.
and you know the best way of studying is to be quiet and listen. You become a better producer when you listen because what you're doing, you're assessing people's thought process, and then you're trying to find sounds and music that could fit with what they're trying to describe to you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the other day I had to do something for Apple, and they called me in to come do something for them, and the lady, she was a director, and she had to express to me what she's looking for, and the only way that could happen is if I was there and listened to what she had to say, because
She can't text it to you.
She can't text it to me. There's no way she could describe it. I have to listen to what she had to say, listen to her describe it to me, and then I had to find elements that could complement the situation and make it work. You know what I mean? So it's what you would call a composer, but you're composing along with the synergy in the room. It's just like an artist that would draw. Some artists, they can draw off the top of their head. Some artists, they have to see what's going on in the room, and then they start painting, and then you're like, oh, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody could come in and they could see us talking, and they could feel our energy and how we're talking, and then they could create something around that. I'm more of that kind of a guy. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like that. You know, sometimes people be like, yo, when you create, what is your style? What is your genre? I don't have one.
Yeah, it's not easy to describe.
Yeah, I'm
88 keys, right?
Yeah. I try to use them all.
Now, when you think about like the path that you've chosen, and same for you, this applies to you as well. When you think of the path that you've chosen, what is the number one thing you think that has led to your success?
Patience. Yeah. And I want to say my humbleness got me into a lot of spaces as well.
In what way? Describe that.
Well, I'm patient, and I'll sit and wait until you're ready to talk to me. I'll wait until it's the right time for me to engage. You know what I mean? So, and I don't have an aggressive spirit unless you put me in that space. That's effort.
So you this guy's a killer. Y'all out here playing.
Well, I'm a Gemini.
Oh my God.
I don't know if you know about gems. Gems, we
Team Virgo. Virgo.
How we are. We cool until we're not cool.
Yeah. And then what about you when you think about your success? Because, you know, the one thing I know about you is discipline. I know that sticks out.
Oh, that's
right?
Well, what I learned is living with a warrior mentality, right? And I also learned to channel what it was I was doing in life into music. Like before, I always thought it was the music, but I realized it was the hustle.
Definitely does.
It's definitely the hustle. So a lot of times, it ain't the music that's selling, it's the hustle. And the things that got you, the things that surround this music thing. So once I learned the hustle, you know, at some point you need me one way or another, whether it's music, whether it's an event, whether it's radio, maybe you don't have that connection. And it's the same thing, like, and I hate to say I'm one of those guys who learned in prison. Like I'm sitting in jail like, nah, I gotta learn to do it like this instead of this. I'm reading self-empowerment books on how to do better business or, you know, just be a better person in general. So like a lot of time when people re-see me, I'm not the same guy from 10 years ago. Same attitude.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? But it's just like a different hustle. And I realized how to transfer my hustle into how my success is because
facts.
They say, you don't eat what you don't kill. You know what I mean? So you got
Definitely. And also it's also the Kobe Bryant mentality.
Not to mention, that's my same birthday, August 23rd.
Wow.
So, like, when I celebrate, I don't even say that. It's Kobe.
That's, you know what I mean? Like, when everybody's going home, I'm still in the gym. I'm still practicing. I'm still
when everyone leaves the studio, you're still there. Now, I know that for a fact. Right?
You know,
3 in the morning, 5 in the morning, right?
Yeah,
you're just there.
Wake up doing it.
Let me ask y'all a random question. Like, you know, me being an artist as well, and maybe this will help artists out there. You as a listener, you as a producer.
Right.
How many songs do you want to see on a project? Not saying EP, like, you know, because we get in this EP phase and then we have like real album phase. What is the actual number?
Me, I'm old.
Because you're a listener. You matter too, but go ahead.
I'm old school. Me, per se, I prefer to just get a 12 song album.
12 songs?
Now, is there a reason for the 12 number?
I just know there's no particular reason. For me, it's just like, okay, after I hear 12 songs, I'm good. But, you know, and now if you want to do a bonus album, okay, cool, that's good. I want to hear a bonus album.
Because sometimes the amount of songs could disqualify you from even being listened. Like,
I'm like, this is too many songs.
Disqualify.
So 12 is the threshold.
For me. You know what I mean? For me, but is that what it is today? Not necessarily. You know what I mean? Like today in times, like I always tell artists this, like we're in a generation right now where the attention span is this much. You know what I
Okay.
mean? And so that being said, if you're gonna give people product, you got to make sure that they feel connected to it.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of hard these days, especially for a new artist, to put out a product, right? And your fan base don't even really know who you are as of yet.
Mhm.
So you got to set it up for them to be able to get to know who you are, so you could give them the product,
Mhm.
a whole body of work after the fact that they know who you are and what you're gonna give to them.
You know what it is too. Like I love what you said. Like how you was raised and you teach him.
Mhm.
What it is now is really no teaching.
Yeah.
It's sped up,
Yeah.
and it's like a lot of name dropping. So like a lot of the times you may be talented, but you have to be on certain platforms if you don't have the feature.
Right.
So if you don't have the feature, you have to be burning down all the platforms, and that's why some people, they made it easier to rap online. It's a lottery pick every morning.
Mm-hmm.
Also, like, depending who you work with, if you have the budget or if you get that radar and that one person reposts you on fire tomorrow.
Mhm.
It depends.
true.
Literally.
Yeah.
You're on
Literally.
fire tomorrow.
Literally.
So it's just like, but then, I do think we get caught up in over shopping ourselves. So a lot of the times we over shopped ourselves. What do I mean by that? Like, you dropped a lot of projects. You had
Right.
a lot of singles. And the problem is with fans and everyday people, they think if you drop that, you supposed to be rich tomorrow.
Nah, that's
You're supposed to be a millionaire tomorrow. So if you're not a millionaire tomorrow, you're not hot. You don't got it.
Yeah, that's definitely.
Start filling out applications. This is what they push on you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They'll be like, no, maybe this is not for
Working
you.
for you, yeah. What do you have to say about just like the money element of the music
Like,
business?
what happened?
Because
It's the truth though. Like,
that's
I tell you,
that's important to touch
listen,
on.
Listen, I try, sometimes, some of my friends from the hood and my old neighbors, they be like, yo, homie's driving a Bentley. I'm like, yeah, that's nice.
with the random idol worshipers, you gotta show business.
Yeah.
There
Yeah,
you
so
go.
you got
gotta show
show
business.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. So I'll leave it there because it's realistically a show, and you got to show. If you don't show, then it look like you ain't doing it.
Oh.
You know what I mean? But eventually, you will be doing it.
So I think what I've learned from just success
Yes.
is that consistency
Yeah.
is it. Once you
absolutely.
continuously, repeatedly do something,
Mhm.
even if you're terrible at it in the beginning,
Yeah.
naturally, as a human being, you just
You know
get better.
what
Just
define
enhance.
terrible? Because
So,
can't
some people might say like, hey, I'm not a great writer.
Mhm.
But then you keep at it, you keep trying, you take some classes, you watch some videos, you just help.
You see what you said?
enhance.
That is key. The key is to always keep trying to evolve and making yourself better.
Enhancing
you
your
just said?
skills.
Enhancing it.
evolving.
You can't. Somebody could be bad, right?
Mhm.
And then a year later they become. You're like, wait a minute, is that the same person? If they didn't take the steps to get to the wait a minute, that's the same person, then they're not gonna be good. You get what I'm saying? So, but you said the key things. Find how you can elevate yourself.
So the reason why I say that is because I work in the healthcare field.
Right.
And I work with a lot of doctors.
Mhm.
And so I've learned that with doctors, they spend all this time going to school, learning all of these different things about medicine, but then they spend years practicing medicine.
Right.
And it's through the practice and the implementation of what they've learned that they truly master it. And so I believe that applies to everything
Everything.
that you want to do, whatever that might be.
Yeah.
And so that's my advice to like anyone
You
out
become
there.
a better hustler if you keep doing it.
Exactly. Do it every single day. Do it when you're sad, when you're angry, when you're happy, when things are going great, when things are terrible. If you just do it,
Yeah.
and that's why that Nike ad is so like inspirational now as I get older. Like it says the logo for Nike is just do it.
Yeah.
And it just makes so much sense.
It makes a lot of sense.
Like,
and you gotta wake up in the morning and just really be like, okay, I'm gonna do it.
mm-hmm.
And it be times people wake up, even myself, it's like, oh God, I gotta get up.
Yeah.
But if you don't get up,
Yeah.
if you don't push yourself,
That's why I always say live with that warrior mentality. It's
Yeah.
a mindset. You know, when some people just think of Coney Island,
Yeah.
they just think of the Warriors.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So that's why I hate the brand on the show. But
I love that.
No,
I
of
love
course
the
not.
brand
You
on
gotta-
the show.
gotta brand
First of
on
all,
the
you
show.
got a brand on the
you got
show.
a brand on the show.
You know, that's why I'm here.
It's part of the
You know what I'm
hustle.
saying?
I love it.
When you're in the room, you know what I
Love
mean?
Yeah.
So like knowing these things, sometimes we don't learn unless we're around the right people.
Right.
Because a lot of times we could be wasting years on somebody who just kicking off bad energy.
Mm.
Well, you want to know something to note to that? I've always been blessed to have people that were older than me, that been doing it longer than me,
Yeah.
and I watched and studied them. Like I said, I'm a big person on being quiet and just learning. You know what I mean? Like, I'm surprised I'm even sitting here talking because that's not something that I do.
I know that about you. Yes, that's not.
You know what I mean? But I guess years of just doing it, information is just pouring out of me. You know what I'm saying? Because I've hold all the information inside. And one thing if you know me, I'm gonna give the information.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you know me, like if you come sit down and talk to me, I'll give the information. Yo, you got a PRO? Yo, you got a publishing deal? Yo, you know how you could get it? Do you know what?
These are the steps.
Did you set up your business?
Yes.
Did you get an LLC? Did you get a
Yes.
corporation? You know what I mean? No one taught me. You know what I'm saying? I came from Jamaica, Queens. And if you do go to Jamaica, Queens, I ain't dissing Jamaica, Queens, but if you come from our parts of our neighborhood, in our community, and the schools that we went to, they don't encourage you to become an entrepreneur. They encourage you to become an employee,
Mm-hmm. A worker.
a worker.
Mm-hmm.
They don't give you the information. I don't know if that's because of the curriculum.
I mean,
Yeah.
no, that just goes back to
Yeah.
the natural things that we was taught. Like,
Yeah.
it's not even our language. We could go deep into that. You know
There's
what
a
I
whole
mean?
nother
There's so many
There's a whole
layers.
other chapter.
There's a lot of layers.
I
to
don't
it.
want them tracking me
Yeah.
down.
All right,
and-
well,
you know what I mean? But
I'm
that's
just
all
talking.
part of that warrior mentality.
Yeah.
When you know those things, then you can answer other things.
Right.
Because sometimes we may think we're avoiding the matrix, but we're right in it.
No, we in it.
Yeah. And
There's
we're
no way around
actively
We're
a part of
actively
it.
in Yeah.
I want to touch on something that I think is very important.
Yeah.
I want to chat about, do you ever worry about your future?
All the time.
Do you ever worry about your future?
I'm worrying about right now.
Yeah.
What
All
you
the
talking
time.
about?
Do you feel like, my philosophy with that concept is that you shouldn't worry about the future
And guess what?
because we're creating it right now.
I had a USA moment the other day. When the floor rumbled.
Yeah. Oh,
And we
the
had the
earthquake.
earthquake?
Oh, yes, the earthquake that
Yo,
happened the other day.
Yo, I said, fuck. What am I gonna do if the fucking floor fall? Ain't nothing I could do. Absolutely zero. That means it was my time to go. That means my job here is done. I have my 2 kids with me. I grabbed one arm and I grabbed the other one. I said, yo, let's go. Where we going? Where we going? The building fall. We going outside. Where we going? Where we going? If it's a wrap, it's a wrap. Well, there's nothing we can do. It's just like what's going on with Russia and Ukraine. If they shoot a nuke, what we gonna do? Where you gonna go?
I mean, I always tell people TV shows emulate the future as well. So like when I'm saying scared, I'm not really scared. Meaning like I'm thinking about every second,
Yeah.
every minute. There's
Every
no
minute.
fear in it.
Yeah.
There's never no fear. It's like that's what warrior mentality is. But to be smart and to understand what's in front of you,
Yeah.
you have to be open minded
There you go.
Absolutely.
to fear
Yeah.
or
Yep.
harm.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you can't just walk in the room. This is how dudes get knocked out. This is how girls get slapped. Like
You do. It is kind of smart to have a little bit of fear, right?
it's the same thing.
Well,
Because it's
of
like,
course.
This is the constant reminder.
we-
Now you're heightened
Okay.
and you know how to react because you have a little bit of fear. You have a little bit of strategic planning.
We all know we sitting right here any given second. We could just say something how we really feel.
Yeah.
and that's somebody else's fear. Like, yo, I can't believe you said that.
Right.
Why would you say that?
Right.
You know what I mean? And like, it goes back to that slogan, dare to be different. And that's what this world is based on. That's what today's climate, if you say the right words, you know, it ain't even about a record no more. It's because you said something that was like so far gone, I can't believe you said it.
Yeah.
And, you know, it might be a t-shirt after, and then they'll sell it. Like,
Give me an example of that.
Oh, you a fart.
no, let's be real here.
So
like,
silly.
if you say anything along the lines of racism, anything along the lines of floating genders, like the his, hers, he, she's.
Okay.
You go anywhere in that department, or
there's an issue.
You target a certain demographic of artists, boxers. You say something about anything that could damage another brain and heartbeat, creates that adrenaline rush. You know, some people just love to see. That's why people love battle rap. That's why people love boxing matches. This is why sports is in the millions. People love to see people win, and they love to see people lose at the same time. So, like, these things you got to acknowledge, period.
Yeah. It's so interesting that you both say that. I want to know, when you think about the music business, do you feel like there is more that you want to do, and if so, what?
There's always more to do.
Yeah.
I mean, look, Beyonce just showed us that. You know, there's always more to do. There's always other genres you could touch. There's always,
and that's what I was having a conversation with someone about the other day. That the different genres. You, for example, you've touched particular genres, and you've dabbled in many different ones.
Yeah.
Are there any options for you to like change what you do and touch different genres?
I mean, me, as I'm aging in this business, I'm already knowing, like, I have an office, I have a business, I set up an infrastructure to always be here. It don't always, some people think they have to be managers right away. You don't have to be a manager. Maybe you could get into fashion, maybe you could get into film. You could use the same resources to do 10 other things. But sometimes music is the bait. People go to where the lights is at. Much as you could say, I'm the millionaire person behind the scene, you notice the guy with nothing never shows nothing, but the guy who has everything on has everything. They get all the attention.
Yeah.
And it's a reverse psychology.
It's interesting because you've been in the music business for a long time, so I know that things are constantly changing for you, just how you perceive things. Same with you. When was the last time you were excited about something?
Yesterday. I packed out Taj. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm working with Hot 97, Drewski, DJ Spazzo. I'm working with the hottest DJs in New York City. It's not easy.
No.
Unsigned. Some people got to have 16 coffee drinkers to figure out what I do on the wake up. And I take pleasure in knowing that, you know what I mean? Because I really survive of what I love doing. I still could be shoveling Local 79. But today, I'm driving a caddy during work hours and doing what I want to do. And it's because I'm using this
you created a way
and not how I feel towards things. So when people be like, James, you've been in the game for a long time. I was doing a lot of the things I didn't know I had to do for a long time. So that's why people start acknowledging, like, oh, he's turning into a business guy. Oh, he's doing this. Or they try to compare my thoughts to Hov and Master P and these guys. And that's where I want to be, because we all descended hustlers who switched, and, you know, we still could get an income off what we love doing. So, like, when people be like, the music industry, no, you're just talking about the songs you like. The business is a whole different party, you know what I mean? So it's like, sometimes even being in the music business is just telling another artist, like, yo, be over here at this right time. The light might be for him, the light might be for you.
Yeah.
But because you did it through music.
Right.
You know what I mean? You
it's
know,
your
like,
vehicle.
You know, like how right now music is so powerful, you go to Africa, right? You know, if you go, I want to go, right? And we could be stuck in the woods, but if somebody playing some drums, you know, like, that's music. And you're going to go look for wherever the music is.
It touches everyone.
It's going to draw you in.
Yeah, you're going to go there. You know what I mean? Just like finding a house party.
Yeah.
You get off the floor and be like, oh, the music is here.
Yeah.
It's in this door.
You feel that beat?
You know what I'm saying?
We talked about some really important things with the music business. Now I want to get into some quick things about women and relationships. My favorite thing to talk about usually is, like, what is some really healthy traits that you can appreciate in a woman?
I mean, honestly, I think everybody always just say, oh, be supportive, you know, and that's a beautiful thing. But I just think being open-minded to what's really going on. Just like this
don't be.
entertainment.
So that's a quality that you like.
You have to be really super duper open-minded to what's going on. Cause this is like a double shift security job.
Shoot.
Overnight.
Yeah, overnight.
Maintenance. I always compare this to going away to the army.
Yeah.
Like, cause what if I was in the army?
You might not be able to come home today.
Yeah, I'm gone in another camp.
Yeah.
It'd be times I come in, I might just knock on the door in the morning. You don't know. But I haven't got to that level. You know, shout out to the people artists that could just pick up and leave. I commend all of them.
Mm-hmm.
I can't just pick up and leave.
No, I need you looking at.
I'm one of those guys. Like, you know, I think about those things, I have a heart, but those sometimes are the things is what make the relationship. Some of us are pieces of shit. We do too much.
Oh, men are pieces of shit?
Some
wow,
of us.
you admitted that. That's
no.
good to hear.
But look,
I'm so happy you said
some of
that.
y'all women ain't about nothing either.
I'm
you
so
see what I'm
happy
saying?
that
This is what I'm saying.
let's
Let's go
get
viral.
back-
Is it even balanced?
Let's get back to the fact that men
What we appreciate.
are pieces of shit.
No, hey, hold on.
No. But what I said was, some of us don't do right, and you know, sometimes as brothers, we gotta tell people. So we all didn't do right from the beginning.
Right.
We all didn't do.
Yeah.
Facts.
So are you saying that males need a lot of chances?
And women
for
need
them
a
to
lot of
get it?
chances too. Like, because sometimes I don't see dudes showing their body as much as women do. So there's all some different type of enticing scent going in the air. Like where girls just feel like they have to.
They have to do that.
They have to do that. That's why I post most of the time. I find myself, I'll be like, yo, can we start taking pictures facing the camera? You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's always
So
looking
wait,
at the wall
hold on a second.
or
So
something else.
we have to touch. We have to.
You
talk
just
about
asking certain questions.
We have to
Like,
talk about this. So you're highlighting the fact that there are people on social media, women particularly, that are just showing their bodies, and you think that that's happening a little too much.
I just think, besides, you know, the working out, you know, sometimes I like to see when, you know, women are creating a new business or they graduated for something.
There's not enough of that.
No, but I guess it's the algorithm. Once you
Yeah.
like one, you see the rest of them.
The rest of them come
Yeah,
on.
they be like,
flood
you know what I mean? Like
yeah.
women business, guy business, trucker business. You look at anything too long, they start giving it to you. So like, I hardly see, you know, you probably see like some real estate agents, some nurses,
But you
the
see
rest are trainers.
What are you seeing? What are you seeing?
Not
on the
enough
timeline?
of, you know what I mean? Like, it's a lot of independent stuff going on, man. And that's why it's like, when guys start thinking independent.
Like you,
it is what it
yourself,
is.
there's not enough, I don't see enough of hosts or entrepreneurs. Like, you know what I mean? Like business-minded women.
No, some women rather go live because
Yeah.
they think it's the immediate response and
Yeah.
piss you off. That comes right back to their page, they comment, it feeds the endorphins, and then you got people that say they right, and whoever's wrong, they block them.
Well, this is what I have to say. It's hard for a woman. I think most women are conditioned to believe that they need to be with a man. And in order for you to be with a man, you have to kind of like give up parts of yourself to fully be there for that man. And so a lot of women, they do that. And
that's what
I
you
don't
think
do that.
Listen, you know what's the sad thing about this whole conversation? Like, people believe in Bible stories, right? You believe in that, right? You read Bibles? No?
Yeah, everything. I believe in anything spiritual.
Well, for the first pages that they took the womb from the man to give to the woman, so y'all been taken from us. So that's just one. You know what I mean? I'm just pointing out something. We just agreed on Bible stories. And what's happening. Took the womb from the man, that's what created the woman, right? All right. The other thing was the first lie was told was when the woman talked to the snake first, right? Adam was minding his business. He wasn't doing nothing.
Yeah.
Wasn't cheating, wasn't
Yeah,
thinking.
it wasn't-
Who brought the apple to that guy? The woman. You know what I'm saying? So it's like sometimes women gotta learn, this is why y'all go through many cycles, whatever y'all go through, right? I'm not trying to point that out, but this is the punishment God did to y'all. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll just, yo, listen,
Hey.
read the Bible.
Hey,
this is what you do. That's what's
We're
in
not
the
in Bible
scriptures.
times anymore.
He's touching.
Now we're in
Now we're not in Bible times.
Oh, man, come on.
Remember, she said, yeah.
We're
I'm
not.
just saying, you don't want to agree. I agree that some of us ain't on that. But you just
He's
agreed.
touching on some
Okay,
real-
so listen, let me clarify. So now, on your
Fight back.
on your timeline, you don't like that women show their bodies.
No.
But
We all love it. But I just want.
Okay,
we don't care for it.
But you also want additional things. But I'm highlighting that it's hard for women to
Not do that.
no, because why? A lot of women, what happens is that you get positive feedback when you're half naked on the internet. Right?
Do you?
If you put up a bikini picture and you're in like Jamaica, right? You're gonna get so many likes. Hold on, let me finish.
I'm sorry. Okay.
You're gonna get so many likes, and people are gonna be talking to you, and people that haven't talked to you in months, and saying how good you look. And for women, that feels good. It takes a certain type of woman to be like, I don't give a fuck what these men think, and to keep to themselves, right? But a lot of women they haven't reached that level maybe, or also maybe they kind of just like looking good and feeling good and they want to show it off to the world. Now, for men like yourself, both of you, when you see that, you're saying you like it, but also it doesn't, you want more. Okay. You want a little bit more. You want someone.
Sign this contract before you say this? For one, I got a lady at home. I don't need my bags in front of the crib.
You're not the only one. It's very clear.
I don't need my bags in front of the crib because I'm commenting on how we probably all think.
Yeah.
I just also think at some point, right? I remember back in the days when being a stripper was a secret.
It's not.
It's not a secret no more. No, it's a new scapegoat. It's like rap. It's like a lottery ticket.
Yeah. I mean, most men
it's almost
that are
like
rappers,
it's almost like a model now.
No.
It's like a model of a woman. If you're not that.
If you're a stripper, you're a model in this equivalent. And that makes that.
No, because look, at the same time, it's beauty. At the end of the day, it's their form of beauty what made them beautiful.
Right.
So what it is that, everybody's attractive now. So it just raises the value of more to do on a to-do list. So it's just like, all right, for a guy, you got to have certain criteria.
Right.
You can't have money be on the train. Now it's time to buy a car. And, this girl's not going to keep selling for frozen drinks. She's going to let dinner at some point. So
and then trips.
They just keep going up. And you know what I mean? I don't even think there are natural women out there who like to work, come home, cook. But you have to really scroll to see that for the guys that, you know what I mean? But the things on my timeline is like Andrew Tate, funny guys. You know what I'm saying? Like his analysis, Kevin Samuels.
Right.
You know what I mean? He left a lot of good, powerful quotes.
He definitely did. Some women don't like the
Dr. Umar Johnson.
They don't like the
some of this is like very chauvinistic and male dominated
that's critical. That's the part. That's the part that I'm talking about.
We have to think about partnership.
I've always, and I don't think he's never preached not partnership. He's always preached
what it is.
Mm-hmm. Like certain women, I don't want to say they don't, how can I say it without making you feel like crazy? They don't hold it themselves at a certain level. Mm-hmm. So they feel like they need to do that. Mm-hmm. And they think that that's what us men love. Mm-hmm. And we do. But sometimes it's like, okay, you don't have to do all of that. What's up here? What's going on over here? What's going on? What you doing?
The same way you don't want a dude going out there being super flirtatious, right? Like somebody like, yo, now all of a sudden he know how to dance, right? His dude ain't never danced with you, but now you go to the club, he got moves. You didn't even know he danced. You be like, yo, why you doing all that? You doing too much. What's the difference with twerking?
So doing too much is a turn off.
The song just come on and then you just turn up.
That's it.
Sometimes it's cool to just chill out. You know what I mean? Sometimes, you could do it, be sexy with it, but sometimes when you're doing it night in, night out, and you're not really getting money from it, and you probably still single. So nothing really changed. So why are you doing it? I just think,
I would agree with that statement.
I would just say put more positive stuff so our next line of sisters don't have to rely on that. That's why this little Timmy in high school, he got to go steal and scam now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because people are expecting certain things.
They even want that.
In the now era, like these kids are more taught to be more flashier.
Yeah.
More hands-on. We had to sell it. We had to grab. We had to feel it. Today, these kids is computer wizards. It's a different.
And they have a certain level of like desires. Like a child now wants something for $1,000, where back in the days you could get someone a Christmas present and it could be $100. Now kids are asking you for gifts that are $1,000, and you're like, wait a minute,
Hold on,
do you know how much work that requires?
Yeah. Well,
And look, and that just becomes, because the lifestyle is being sold daily right in your face off a scroll. Back then, we used
Literally.
to wait monthly for a magazine to be like, oh, I want this. And then that month, it was only a chosen few people who got stuff out the magazine. Today, it's an everyday scroll.
everyday,
That's why
yeah.
you see everybody with the same sneakers.
Mm-hmm.
Or a certain day.
So how do you change that? How do we change that?
Me, I just work, shout out to Avia, if you look at the fly kicks, you know, I just reach out to different brands that people are not thinking about no more. You know what I mean? But I know they're coming back. You know, this has happened to be one pair of sneakers. Shout out to Starberry, Marbury. He gave me his pair, Xavier
nice.
3s. You know, he
Dope,
rep Coney.
dope, yeah.
He gave me some fly kicks. And I think and it goes back to saying how you re-hustle the package. Now, yo, I'm gonna wear these. I'm a brand. I'm gonna be out there on stages. And when they see you do that, they reach out. They cut some checks.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Both of you have made a lot of friends because of this business.
Mm-hmm.
What like particular elements does someone that wants to be your friend or is your friend, what do they have to have? What are some qualities your friends have to have?
Well, I don't know. I don't like to do new friends, so that's me.
Oh, you don't like new friends?
No, I don't.
So
do
tell
that.
me about your
I have a selective few who I call friends,
Okay.
and then I have people that's just I'm cool with.
Mhm.
You know, I'm cool with a lot of people.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? But my friends is like it's very tight circle. Like it's like ones that I grew up with. To them, you know, I'm very. I don't know. I've always been like that for years now, 20 plus years, and so I don't really do new friends. It take a lot. You know what I mean? I gotta trust you. You know, the reason why I can't do the backstab, the talking about I keep it out my circle.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's just me.
Well, me, I had to learn that. You see what I'm saying? I think they always say, show me, who you walk with, I tell you who you are, right?
Mhm.
So it was a point in time, I walked with the stick-up kids. I walked with the drug dealers. Now I walk with the musicians. And the problem is we all share the same goal.
Yeah.
When we walk into these things.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we realize when somebody actually comes off, their emotion rises. Some people are happy. Some people be like, yo, so what are you gonna do for me now? Some of those things happen. Some people be like, they're over supportive, but he's not really telling you what everybody else is saying. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then he has his own view of you too. And somehow, because you're in position, or you may not be in position, it creates a lot of turmoil, backstabbing. Like I say, I always compare everything to Game of Thrones if you watch it.
Fact.
Look how they did Jon.
That's a good one. That's a good. That's a good.
Look how they did Jon Snow.
Crazy.
The same
Yeah.
guy you need, y'all all stabbed him.
Stab him.
Yeah.
Y'all need him to win. He the only one who can control his lady, this
But still.
dragon.
Yeah.
They had to re-alive him.
Yeah.
So he could
to figure
fix the
it out.
problem.
You don't even know what was
Resurrect.
going on.
Yeah.
You just remember everybody stabbed him.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And knowing that, I'll be honest with you, helped me. Whoever's the writers of Game of Thrones, thank you. Because I was just like, that's how I feel. Because you could help the same people.
Yeah.
And those would be the first ones to do it to you.
Yeah.
So I spiritually align myself by the water or whatever seashells is passing through there. Sometimes it's good, you know what I'm saying? You spend, a lot of time to yourself is cool, but, gotta have that spouse that understands your distance as well. Because
Yeah.
sometimes
Yeah.
you can't mix everything. Sometimes you need to be around loud music. Sometimes you need to be
Oh,
over
yeah,
here.
Over here.
And sometimes what you realize, you be trying to bring people who's trying to do that to your shit.
Yeah.
You're like, what the fuck are you doing here? They don't want to be, they be like, this is what you do?
Yeah.
They may be happy. They be like, man, get the fuck
Fuck out,
You
yeah.
trying to kill me by this
Yeah.
water, man? They don't want to hear it. Some people just want to see success.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Immediately.
And that's why I say you got churchgoers, right? Let's use this look at Jehovah's Witnesses. They don't celebrate nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Nothing.
And they do it all right.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean? I don't know, but the way they look, they give their word out in the morning. They knock on your door. You open it, you don't. They'll be back tomorrow. A lot of people don't think like that. They have to kick that shit to somebody come out screaming. Why? You know what I mean? It's a whole mindset thing.
It's so interesting. I think about when I think about friendships, I think that it's really important to have people that align with like your future.
Oh yeah.
Like your future goals. Like, you know, you have a plan of what you want to do and they're supportive of that future self.
Right.
You know what I think? A lot of people are really hired help. They're not friends. And I think that's where we separate and we always mess things up at. Maybe you're not a friend. Maybe you just need to be hired and come around to do this. And then I see you the next time we're doing this again. You know what I mean? And that's just whatever you're doing. Because sometimes just having that, it's only one face on the ID. There's only one person that can go to that bank for you.
Right.
So when you think about it like that, you know what I mean? You don't really need to have
many.
Think about it. Even at jobs, are y'all really friends? Y'all work together. Y'all eat by yourself. Some of you walk to the lunch with sometimes. Sometimes you don't even want to walk with nobody. Like, the people you spend the most time around, you should be doing something productive and get back to the camp. If not, wrap it
It's
up.
just that simple for you.
It has to be. You won't live long
You
if
won't
you
live
think
long.
otherwise.
Yeah.
That's just what I think.
Because if you think about the other person,
I've been to a lot of barbecues. You hear me?
you start to internalize.
A lot of people ain't get to the next barbecue, you know?
Nope. They don't.
So both of you are in long-term relationships. What is one quality that your partner has that you really appreciate?
I'm married.
So you're married.
Congratulations, brother.
Yeah.
How you feeling?
Oh, I'm good.
Yeah.
So what is one quality that your partner has that you totally appreciate?
One quality that she has, her patience. It takes a lot to deal with me. Unfortunately, yeah. Because I do a lot. I'm all over the place. Today, I'm here. I could be in Nashville tomorrow. And that's just how it's going to be, you know, and that's how I get my paper.
My son pimping. I feel like I was still listening to a pimp just now. That's what it's going to be.
You got to understand that. Like, you team.
You married a musician, right?
Yeah. It's you a team player or you're not. It's like, you know what I'm saying? You got to understand. We're a team. You know what I mean? Okay, you want to go out and go do your thing? Okay, cool. I'm home. I ain't doing this. I won't go out today. I won't go work on this today. I'll chill today because I can. Because now I've worked to that point where I could do that. You know what I mean? But when it's time, I gotta go take care of some business. You know what I mean? And she's understanding about that. You know what I mean? So that works for me.
And what's one quality that your partner has that you appreciate?
I think the autocorrect button is always on. Like as soon as they like something's wrong or like see I'm doing something wrong or I said something wrong or like, you know, even in hindsight, just when I think she don't care about my page and that, she'll be like, yo, that wasn't smart. Like, and then I'll redirect. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, and I just think even walking out the house, you know what I mean? Like, don't do nothing stupid today. Like, relax today.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? There's always some check button before I leave. And sometimes I think that's dope. A dope quality to have that you could, you know,
In a partner.
in the partner.
Yeah.
You know,
That knows you.
not like overdose you with what you should be doing and what you're not doing, but you know, a little autocorrect here and there. Like, you know, because some things.
Happy medium.
Yeah.
That balance.
I think that's dope. Like before I leave the crib, like, yo, it's a little heavy out, it's a little light out. You don't need all that. Like,
Right.
autocorrect. You know what I mean?
Correct. I love that. Thank you guys.